you spoke about AI, and I'm wondering, like, from the civilization of the Pleiades, what's their relationship with technology? Like,
oh, very good question. Because it is not, we do not have, you see. We do have what you would consider technologies. You see. The difference between what you are experiencing here, what we'll say is that direction it is currently going, because there are other timelines where you figure it out, you see, humanity, you see, and where it is more aligned in the way that we have it here on Pleiades, you see. But what we'll say is, there is once you get to a certain consciousness or awareness of who you truly are, you see, in your multidimensionality and in your 0 point nothingness, you see, you're experiencing the fullness of who you are. Once you get a little bit more in tune with all of that, then what happens is you begin to naturally have more of a desire to have everything around, you see, working in symphony together, you see. And so what happens then is that because you are connected to your telepathy, for example. You are connected to your superpowers, to all these different things, your omnipotence and all these things, and your ability to teleport and transport, to move your body into dimensions, you see, through shifting your awareness and your frequency, you see. So you can move through portals without needing spacecraft, for example, you see. You can create one, you see, if that is fancy and you want to do, and there's a purpose for it. It's not meant to scam. You see, you'll never see a Pleiadian coming in a spaceship, for example, because it is most likely going to scam, you see, unless it is a specific purpose or intent, you see. So you got to understand that there is just different ways to work with it all, you see. So, and it is really more in the realm of working with the elementals, you see, to create in the moment, you see. So it is not even necessarily that it would manifest in the third density, appearing so dense, you see, appearing like something you can tangibly touch, you see. And so it is really in the higher dimensions, you see. You are working with these frequencies, and so you do have different ways of working, you see, but there are more in the harmonies of the essence of what you are experiencing in the cosmic alignments, you see, in the planetary alignments, in the universal laws. So they are in harmony with the laws of the universe. See, this is the difference. You see, they are not disconnected from. You see, so when you have the humans trying to create the robots, you see, and they are disconnected from that essence, they are trying to do one up on the creator. You see, this is the difference. They're saying, well, what we can outsmart the God. You see, this is what they're trying a little bit. You see,
they think they are God.
Exactly. You see. So when you are coming from that approach, you see, you're never going to quite get it right, you see, because this is coming back to that original 13, you see. It is not in the right circuitry. It's not honoring all of life, you see. So the frequencies of the technologies on these higher dimensions are in the right relationship with the life, you see, are in the right circuitry, the life. You see. So this is a little bit of a difference. Is this making sense to you?
yes.
Yes. So this is good. But you had a follow-up question. We don't need to cut you off.
No, I mean, I guess it's just kind of continuing that thought. Like I've read, books of individuals, even on this planet, who just through their consciousness alone will travel to other planets.
Precisely. Yes.
So it sounds like that's kind of how Pleiadians operate. It sounds like you probably have the ability to hop in a spacecraft if you wanted to and travel throughout the stars, but you don't need to because you're at such a high frequency, you can just literally go there with your consciousness.
Precisely. You see, and this is where the humanity is going as well, you see, because you are coded the same way, you see.
Yeah.
You're coded the same way to have the same ability. See, it just simply, it was intentionally turned off at some point, these parts of your DNA, see. So it is reactivating, and there's a timing to it all, see. It's reactivating, and it will just be like switching a light switch all of a sudden. Oh yes, there's that gift that I forgot about, you see. All of a sudden.
Oh, sorry.
You see, it is like that. Just go ahead.
What are some of the biggest barriers people have to be able to activate those other frequencies? We all have the ability, but what are some of the biggest things holding us back?
Yes, well, we would say that the current ways that you are relating with your technologies is a big one, you see, because it is a constant interaction with a frequency that is not of that original 13, you see. It is human-made, you see. So the more you're interacting with these aberrant frequencies, you see, that are not of the original blueprint, you see, you begin to create circuitries with these aberrant frequencies that kind of get you a little sidetracked, you see. So we would say that this is really one of the bigger ones, you see. But it is really also timing for each individual, you see, because there is also a little bit of, it's all part of the design in a certain way, that everyone is on their own track, so to speak. And it moves at their own pace, you see. So you have the rabbit going around the track very quickly, you have the tortoise moving a little bit slower, but they all get to the same point eventually, you see. Just having different speeds, you see, different flavors, different styles, you see. So this is a little bit of an important part as well, because everyone has that again unique soul song that they're singing, that they're moving and grooving to. And at the same time, you see, it is not that one is happening without the others, you see, which are all working in symphony together. So there is a little bit of both, you see. So what we are saying here is that there has to be that inner yearning, that inner desire, that inner pull, you see, in the heart to actually know yourself, you see. And this is really, this is the part that is unique for everyone, because there is a moment almost that is like switching a light on, you see, that is all of a sudden there is that pull, there is that yearning to know more, there is that desire to go with it, to understand more, you see, and to expand more. And then from there, it is like a flower. It is the natural blooming, you see. You cannot force it. You see, you cannot force a flower to open any quicker. You try it and we kill it. We all have tried this as children, probably, you see. Try to crack open the flower, see if we can make it bloom a little bit easier, a little bit early, you see. We all have our timing, you see. And there is nothing wrong either with anybody's timing. This is the other part, you see, is that we want to say, oh, it must be better if we all wake up, you see. And then this is definitely bad to have the AI, you see, the way that it is disconnected. It is simply choices in consciousness. It is simply fractals choosing to have a certain perspective, you see, and a certain experience. So you have a certain amount of fragments coming into this particular dimension saying, hey, wouldn't it be a fun game if we tried to disconnect ourselves with source, or pretend that we are disconnected from the source, and see what we can create, trying to pretend that we're disconnected. So you have a whole segment that is doing that right now, you see. And that is part of the splitting of the worlds that you have maybe heard about that Earth is going through right now, splitting into some different timelines, you see, different realities, you see, where you are having going into a new paradigm, new Earth, 5D, whatever you want to call it, you see, a new experience, you see, a little bit more of that awareness of expanding into a higher dimensional awareness. And then you also have a certain segment who are choosing to actually do the AI thing, actually trying to really see what we can do, you see, how far can we push this thing, you see. And you can only play that game for so long, but they are playing it right now, you see. Eventually it comes back to the same, you see, because you can never really truly be disconnected from source, you see. You can only pretend for a good amount of time, you see. And then you get tired of playing and you say, okay, that was a fun game, you see. We'll go back, try a different thing next time. So it seems a little bit, when you're in it, like, oh, it is the worst thing in the whole world, and look at what they're doing. It's so awful, you see, and look at all this pain that is being created, and look at all the destruction, and look at all of the mess that they're making, you see. You have to trust in the bigger picture of it all. One, that Gaia really knows what she's doing, you see, that she can hold all of that, you see. And that every soul knows what they're doing. That they are making conscious choices even if it feels unconscious, you see, because there's a consciousness to even the unconsciousness that is playing out, you see. So trusting in it all, you see. And that is where you get to actually be in your own sovereignty with it all and say, well, this is happening, and you see, we can disagree with it, or we can agree with it, or whatever, you see. But we really get clarity on what is my role in all of this. What is my job here? What am I here for, you see? And what is my song, you see? And just really, really getting in tune and getting a groove with your own self, you see, and really having that be the focus, because that's all the world really needs, is for you to show up and be in your love. That is really the point. This is the point.